Okay. Hopefully today the Day of Horns will be a little less buggy. I ended up just kind of rolling back to like the start of the season save because that happened fairly early on in that season where things started going haywire on me, and it seemed like it was all right. I'm not sure exactly what spawned the weird everybody sliding and falling issue. I've had that happen in adventure mode. I don't know if it's a mod thing or if it's a some random adventure mode bug, maybe. But it's not happened in base game, only in the beta. So, anyway, let me. I need to adjust the audio in my ear. I am actually just using headphones today. Hopefully, I think this should be good. What? Let me load this. Let me load this up and I'll mess with audio while this is. It takes a little while. For the Day of Horns. For us to fine tune our horns for the day. Just what I need. Thank you, dog. I think I have Dwarf Fortress on like 8. I have it on 8%. It's still kind of loud in my ears. Oh. Ah, well. Check some. Okay. Always got to remember to double check to see whether people have gotten figured out for the pit on Sunday. Sometimes I'm not sure if everybody has noticed they're even in the arcade pit setup room, but I ping them. They should be ready. Gone are the days where you have to sit around and just like bully everybody, like, "Hey, see you're here. Did you have you tested? Started up your stream to see if it works." Just get everybody together a little bit early. Go, okay, we'll run through all that stuff right beforehand. So, um, during the glitchy period, this 000, this where is at? I think she 000. She's in the fort. Last time Last time 000 got caught out by these invaders. Same group of invaders has shown up. And that is when it started glitching out last time. Like as soon as they showed up, everybody started having some weird funky stuff going on. Not sure. Somebody got shot at by an arrow over here. A couple arrows. Bolts rather. I'm assuming maybe these guys were popping shots up the hill at some stragglers. I do think I have the squad going that way, yeah. Who's not particularly well equipped? Probably should not send. equipment? Do I really not have? Oh, I know what the problem is. I'm a silly person. I just realized that the reason they don't have any of their gear, maybe you got some boots, is that these are Iranese, and so all their gear is different sized, so I have to make specific sized gear for them. They can't wear just regular sized gear. They are like giantess, essentially. They are a little bigger than most everybody in the fortress. Asher? Oh, right. Another invader? Ghostly Axeman. Haunting the fortress. Uh, poor. Where's the rest of my squad at? I would love them to be helping fight the... I think this dragon... Oh, yeah, this dragon's in here messing with... Set. Yeah. The set that... Although, again, the White Dragonkin shouldn't be able to cast Fire Breath. Frost Breath. Now you've started fire again, somehow. Oh, Dragonkin. Here's the, at least the rest of the military has shown up finally. One invader, that is gonna bug out because they're on fire. Masterwork. Yeah, that's probably armor and things caught on fire. We do need to make a memorial for Upa. Don't have ghosts haunting and or terrorizing people to death. I've had some ghosts that get really unruly and they will essentially terrify your citizens to death. Goblin Bone Doctor. Can somebody please come here and do this? This is the most important thing. Unless you want to be terrored to death, I guess. Which... maybe you weirdos enjoy being terrored to death in my fortress, I guess. You know. You never know what these inhabitants of your fortresses. Sometimes you have, you know, people who follow death gods and murder gods. They're just like, yeah, sure. That happens. Like, alright, well, glad you're not broken up about it. Somebody, please. Hey, there we go. There's at least getting to... I probably should make... I have slabs? I tried. I made a few slabs. Eh. I'll set it in rock slabs. Like I said, on a map with a lot of fire and dragonkin that are constantly harassing us. It is good to have slabs that we can engrave for when people's bodies get burnt up. Need to. Let me get out back here. Oh, I need to get the... Even if I have to do this manually, I guess. There's... I've got my... eye on things. Okay. Even if I have to activate these manually, I guess we can come in and pump the water from the brook up into the fortress. At least so that we can get the well filled. If nothing else, I would like to get this well filled. Upper low boot. Yeah. You need to come down here. Put more of the glass wall. Should be suspended just so that they can get in there and do this job first. Suspend manager, not always on top of everything, but I think it thinks that because there's this space here, it just go like, yeah, they'll hang out in here. I don't want them. They'll get stuck in there, trapped behind a wall. Large copper low boot. Oh, right. Because the one Irenes got elected mayor immediately and wants boots. They are making boots in her size to satisfy her request for boots. So they just make low boots. I do, however, need some... Oh no. I need... Iron chain shirt. Nail shirt. 5 of them. They need to be size of ears. Do the same thing with leggings. I'm only making 5 because I don't have a ton of Irenes that are capable of being in our military just yet. A few extras just so when we get more, when more of the bards and such try to, when more of the bards try to petition for citizenship, we can add them in to other groups and get them armored up. Leggings. We need some good iron boots. For some reason, oh, you know what? Greed. Say, like, for some reason, the elves can't make high boots. Alright. Gloves. Gauntlets. Or large equipment. Hopefully get them caught up to where everybody else is. stuff down here. Giant cardinal armor. Attached to an iron sheet. Man, the elves can't make steel. Have some kind of funky other material that they can make, but that material seems to be quite a pass to make. We're not yet. Oh, need to put that slab into. But Upor. Or sounds like a spell name from Shadowgate. If I say it, it's just wrote backwards or something. But wrote backwards is Epor, which is the joke there. Oh, good old Shadowgate. Sure. Working on the gear that we need. These sages wander in here to hang out, and then they just kind of stand by the door and ponder law. Like, you know, there's like a whole section over here. You could go sit down. Make yourself comfortable. Don't ponder law in the doorway. Just blocking people. We got the axeman. We'll probably need to make one for the lasher that got burnt up as well. Glass needs to be put in. Somehow you still got managed to get stuck back there. Well, okay. Fine. I specifically tried to prevent this, but my guess is, in fact, the suspend manager took it back off of suspend. Because of course it did. Let's see, we can dig. Like, dig in here. We're from abroad. Put more blocks into place. Oh, wait. You know what? That should be okay. We can do this. We'll put the pump. I'll put the pump here. So I'll put some blocks, you know. And so the way you have to work this is every floor, every Z level you go up and down, you need to have a pump. Pump the liquid up to that level. So this will grab liquid from in this channel here and bring it up to this level. Then this one here will bring it up here. The only problem is that it doesn't seem like we have wind at all on this map, and that water source down below does not seem to produce energy either. They already take it down. I guess they. How did? Who carried all these bars down here? What the? What kind of bizarre behavior is this? Because this is typically where they come and wash themselves off at. In fact, right here, because you can see all the various liquids they've cleaned off themselves as well. They just come down here and like, hey, I really need to bathe. I'm gonna just drop everything I'm carrying right here to do that. Just left. Yes. Fire has devastated everything down here. Oh, not have. Will none of this grow back? Maybe. It's all kind of like dry, grass type stuff. It's Azu. That bags. I'm gonna continue to work on the aqueduct, even if we don't have any energy source to mess with it. I guess I can manually do it if I have to. I have this. I need to keep an eye on this just to see, because it could be that maybe we just don't get a lot of wind at all, but we will get some eventually. Like, we don't have particularly high amounts of winds, but we might get the occasional gust. The Cavefish Woman Commander, Nazu Adataba. That Azg shared many tales from beyond the day. Thanks. Oh. Oh no, that's right. So they need to come up here. I guess we do. You know what? I'll finish this part up first, and then need to get the actual like vertical platform up before we worry about whether or not the everything else is hooked up by a system that doesn't work. Like I said, I can always just kind of manually get them to work. Machines, if I have to, the screw pumps up. Kind of a steep section through. I'll probably have to cut a little of this down. So, cut this out. Get rid of. That way we can kind of a like a saggy stair structure here. Glass into place. Cat has been... What? No. Do we have a zombie show up? Yeah, we do. Somebody's cat got slain by a zombie. We have things that can be used for... Why? Not sure why these are set to like nobody can use them. Are? I do need more Aviary. Add a few more of these like smaller catacomb style grave areas. I think we've got enough. Yeah. Turquoise. Where we get that turquoise? Raise. Chain legging. Oh, should have a decent amount though of equipment for. Oh, we need some helmets. We are low on helmets overall. Not sure why you haven't got. Oh, it's because you're you're leading a shearing demonstration. Too busy. Go get equipped for actual gear. Got a swordsman. Somebody has leveled up. Astronomer. Yeesh. So many bards and such just hanging out here. No, it's because they don't have any We don't have any chests in these rooms, so... Got like... Building... I might need some more rooms. I think this fortress is a little behind in our accommodations, especially for nobles and such. I don't think we have any special stuff set into place yet. Mess around with that. All these, let's put it into place real quick. Coffins in play. Stretch pop. And like getting out and biking has been real nice, like getting out and just getting a few miles of biking in, but like it tears my wrists up pretty bad, just like forward in the handlebars. Maybe it's just like some carpal tunnel, I don't know. It's just like every time I stop, just even for a brief moment, my hands off the handlebars, just like my hands are just like just like, oh, why am I doing this? I get feeling back long enough and just like, okay, back to the bike. I gotta get back home at some point. You just stop where I am. Oh, somebody has gotten an idea in their head. Eat something. Got a lot of pets that. Okay. Armor is taken by a fate move. Are you gonna be you are a proficient armor smith currently. So in theory, you might have a second legendary armor smith, or I don't know if Aradorama here is legendary. They were High Master last time. Could be legendary. You. Yes. Okay. I'll let you make your thing. We're hard at work on. I will get more tombs dug out. Living in a volcano, around a volcano, with dragonkin constantly visiting to stir up some shit. Uh, probably need a few extra tools. Hit a little bit. Should be good. Rumors. They think. Ups the born. Every Iranese under the sun is here. It always seems like the Iranese are like the most wanderlust civ when you add them. They're just like, we're gonna show up now. We're nearby somewhere. So now all of us are gonna be here. Okay, I guess. Thanks. Quartz? That milk. Tetrahedrite is just 10. No, it's not 10. It's like silver and copper, right? I always forget because I have so much various copper. I don't have any tin is my problem. I would like tin, but I guess I can just turn a bunch of stuff into brass. Brass thing. Have to. Make a bunch of brass bins. I did. Fancy brass bin. Oh, we should make more of them. Brass. Just a decent amount of a decent use for the zinc and copper that I've got. I have any. I have nickel. Like a handful. I have nickel. One tin. Let's. Back to making brass bars. Brass. Sorry, using bars. Okay. Hold there. Box. Door. Have any automatic coffin? We will make some more so we can have enough to fill that space out. In preparation, a segmented copper brass. Huh? Huh? Segmented copper breastplate. Is that what you called it? Segmented copper breastplate. Craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It is studded with copper, decorated with citron wood, and use the Scarapterus, the Sungarapterus scale. So encircled with bands of rectangular slate cabochon. This object is grown with hanging rings of the Sungarapterus scale. And this is with spikes of honey badger bone. Plesiosero, spider silk. The item is a image of Anurp Inksmiled, the Stella Elf, and Giant Sparrow Bone. Anurp Inksmiled. Is that like your wife? No. Is that family of some sort? Or just some random person you know? Like everybody is just passing acquaintance. Nobody you know all that personally. I shall name you Start Pet. Is that what that is translated to? Huh? Odd. Okay. Fine. Sure. Sure. You know what? I think I've just realized that I don't actually have a temple in this fortress. It doesn't seem like it. Oh, sorry. This is the reason why I don't typically use headphones or try not to. I don't have anything that has a decent enough cable to not mess with the mic. Which does mean I'm awful behind on that too. I need a location for a temple. Could put it down this way. Where's the floor with our guild halls? We could put it down here. Dude, let's do this actually. While I'm at it. Here. Connect this stuff up. That's for direct path between like housing areas and guild halls, temples, etc. That way they don't have to go back up into the fort and then down and around. Yeah, I probably still need bed spaces. I also need cabinets. Should probably dig down a few more. A decent amount of native copper. Just what we need is more copper. Probably widen that out, actually. Probably should. Goblin planters. Have your like to upgrade to your actual armor now? Thank you. I will also need to make so I have two legendary armor smiths. So I ought to. What I ought to do is take this off of set to specifically you. I'll still leave it as only armor smithing. We'll just the minimum skill is legendary. That way, either one of those two can. That way, they don't get bogged down. All their iron. We do need help. Like helms. Like regular sized iron helm. Large iron. Exceptional iron. It is sized for irony. Goofing this up. Going to go pick up her equipment now. She is otherwise running around naked with just a shield and a. Got your. Oh, everything else is probably still. Purge. Pick up equipment. What? Somebody just ditch their boots in the room and you're just like, yep, those are mine now. Yeah, I think I goofed up the greaves or the legging. I need boots. Need boots. Steel chain leggings. I mean, got geared up at least. Like an ass. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I guess that this gal who is also a legendary weaponsmith, armorsmith, and crafter, just like, yeah, I'll do that job. I'm capable of also doing. I fit the criteria of being legendary. Okay, fine. Side. Oh. I don't remember what the doctor's name.
This is, my friends, an outrage.
Thanks, monkey.
Attack.
Much appreciated. How's it going? The what is that doctor's name? That garbage. Bloodwater's Dr. Z. Is he just Dr. Z? I mean, I think the movie is actually Zot, right? Yeah, yeah. The actual movie is called Zot, but for whatever reason they called it Dr. Z in that movie. Would they try to Is that like one of those things where they tried to rename it to market it or whatever, and they just renamed it to Bloodwaters of Dr. Z? Oh. Yeah, I do remember that part where he says like the sub A sub T thing. Yeah, that's where that. But sarcasm. Oh, I mean, I can still name a something in the fortress sarcasm. Sarcasm. Always say sarcasm. Like, hey, watch out for the sarcasm. It may kill you. E. I mean, Edorama here already just has one name. Alradorama. Hold on. All the correct amount of letters. Sarcasm. If it's yeah. It becomes the weirdest things sometimes become running gags. Oh. They are outside of helmets, which we are working on. That squad is equipped well enough. Yeah. Helmet. We have a decent selection of helmet. Yeah. Dang. How's the morning going, Monkey? Enjoying the lazy time. Must not be anybody else in the house because the dog is here playing around. It. Updated equipment. Grab helmets. A bunch of blade weed? They not? I'm kind of confused as to. They have the mill blade weed down? I thought. For some reason, I thought blade weed was something they could turn. Need empty bag and link. Uh huh. Take from. So yes, a mill blade weed. That's fair. Yeah. I probably won't stream too long. I'll end up getting a couple hours in, and then I honestly probably should sit down and get belated spring cleaning finally done in here. The problem is just like I would have to move a bunch of furniture out. Well, not a bunch of furniture, but like a bunch of chairs and stuff, so I can clean that back part of the room. Then I can kind of move the massive beanbag around because the beanbag itself is kind of a giant pain in the ass. But I would need to move some furniture out into the hall or into another room. I have contemplated just cleaning out that back storage room and using that for a bedroom again, but it needs some work. Get things ironed out a little bit better in here while I have the energy to do so. It might be just. It is actually probably just far too late for me to get anything in the garden going. Like the garden boxes themselves need a lot of tending. I'll probably just end up taking this year off, put everything I can in the compost and compost things down, and then next year fill that compost or fill the boxes back out with compost from that pot. I have probably mentioned before that while I was down out of state for a while, my compost pile kind of went to the wayside, so I didn't have anything to properly fill back up the garden boxes from, and it takes a little time and a little bit of material in your compost heap to process back out and have topsoil to put back in with. I might have to I might have to do the old patrol around and try to grab people's lawn clippings and etc. etc. Get stocked back up. Oh, save game and looking at things on the sidebar. Hey, time, how's it going? Just woke up. That's fair. Were you guys playing? Are you guys doing your shuffling last night? I assume. I think I kind of passed out a little early. No. Is that just Fahrenheit's maybe? I saw a bunch of people go live with it. I was on the way to sleep already. So far, so good today. I got a couple miles in on the bike. Gotcha. Got a couple miles in on the bike and getting the cardio in. Trying to get my legs back at a sea of darkness. Don't think I've heard of that. I mean, I may have heard of it. I don't. The game, whatever it is, alludes. Yeah, like I mentioned, I haven't. I don't know. I haven't messed around too much with stuff. I wish they did Castle of Sea. Okay. Okay. Fell asleep at the hill? Not very. Didn't ask you to sleep on the cave floor. I didn't want you to fall asleep at the work. A goofball. Actually, you have this floor area. Put them in here. We'll put some temples and such in here. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I mentioned it in the Arcade Pit channel not too long ago. As much as I would love to do more like just retro stuff with the um like the retro achievement, like the score high score tables was what really got me interested the most. But like just getting somebody to answer a question is such a hassle that I'm just like I don't I don't know that I want to sit down and like sit especially how many hours it takes to get a high score in some of those games. I'm just like I don't want to sit down and go for 4 or 5 hours to get a high score and then sorry, we still haven't fixed it yet. We're not going to validate your high score. I'm just like if nobody wants to tell me like what's going on with that stuff. So what? Hold on. The presence of Dearth Strangle. Object. I need to make a treasury room. Just put that stuff on display and not let anybody. We'll put that down. Down. Dig this out. I'll put a vault room for our artifacts on display. Something that we can conceal so people can still see them but not get to them and try to steal them constantly. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I don't mind like messing around and getting achievements on games that I'm interested in or like playing that kind of thing. Um, but like the high score stuff for like the pinball games definitely was what kind of interested me. But like I've had no luck with getting anybody to pin anything down on that front that I'm just like I I don't want to risk any other game also having that same sort of issue and then I don't want to sit around and like harass people that are not harass like literally, but you know, bug people about getting answers for a thing that a bunch of them might not even have answers for. You know, just a bunch of people on a forum. They don't have back end access or anything like that. Like me going like, "Hey, does anything know about? Does anybody know about this? Does some reason that we can't verify the score? Is there some reason that we can't do X Y Z? You know, does somebody need to update this so that it can be tracked properly? Like, I don't want to sit here and just constantly be like, tell me the answer to this, you know, one question about a game, like one game out of a bajillion out there that everybody else is working on. Like, nobody wants to get back to me, then just find something else to do. I will build fortresses out of stone. Okay. Why is nobody else picking up helmets? Uh, not. Just get a helm, please. Up. Ernest Axeman, Stongul, Google. Got into conflict because you're trying to steal my artifact. Earth Strangle. For whatever reason, Earth Strangle is a shield. It's just an iron buckler. Not even like all that fancy. It's literally just one thing of iron. I however, believe these are archer. No, 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 these are not archer. I could give. Actually, are the... Try to steal shield. Do a specific shield. I'm gonna give you this buckler. It's fancy. There. Planter has been found. Huh? Why? Oh, because... Because you're not... Okay, I see. For some reason, I thought that that person that was already geared, that had their weapon out, was in pursuit. But no, they were just running around with their basic ass stuff on, and didn't turn around to fight. That or they just lost. Talented axeman. Drum pack. And you're the one that started this. You were the one trying to steal my artifact. Oh. Maybe we need to... That war dog did not... Or war warg did not survive long. Wargs need to, like, not just charge in on their own. Not beneficial. Squad has met up with her. That's what happened. Happens when you show up and try to steal artifacts. Revan from Cool Cyrus has rating. Let's see. We have to. Oh, you know what? We'll do it the items banned by exports. Not hide any of the stuff because I don't want those bins that might have an item or two in them to get left out. Just good. This artifact bed is worth tens of thousands, or 10,000-ish. That weapon. Shark parchment stellar chart is worth that much? I mean, I guess the stellar charts might be more vulnerable, or more valuable, rather, to our civ. They have a higher value to our people. Bring the... Oh right, we still never did set our cold ones down, did we? You're behind on that. Fortress is a little behind on a lot of things. I think it's because I spent so much time messing around with lava. We didn't set to work as quickly on things like temples or temples or temples or better housing at large, or enough housing rather. Or temples. Not that we didn't have temples. Oh, just recently. So. Right. Sargassum. Created a masterpiece boot. Soon-ish. You get to hear that every so often. Sargassum. Especially since he is a legendary armor smith, so there's a good chance that, you know, a lot of stuff that he churns out is going to be of high enough quality that I'll get an announcement every time they make a masterwork armor piece. The last lock the thing. Masterwork of Sargassum. Well, fortunately, I don't think I can name. I don't think I can name objects. Sadly, because I could just go around and name everything that he makes that is legend or not legendary. Anything that he makes it his masterwork. Just go through, name it all. Breeze of Sargassum. Broker's Rest. Yeah. Yes. That would explain why you're resting. We have doctors down here? I hope. No. We've got nobody assigned to doctoring. Ugh. The mayor, you are now the head doctor. Or doctor. I guess we technically have a head doctor. Have anybody who this farmer. Oh. You're assigned to kitchen already because you're such a good kitchen worker. It's Carpenter. You are now a bone doctor. Congratulations. No wonder these folks are just sitting here resting and not getting heat because we have no doctors. Love to see it. I'll make the Baroness also a. So at least somebody will get in here, help out. Working on. Yeah, I don't. Ash. Order. I have somebody else that can take over the brokering job. Legendary negotiator, legendary pacifier, legendary conversationalist. Sure. Once you come up. What you trade with? Um. Not a very good appraiser, then. Our ability to evaluate the cost of things. But we're gonna just grab alcohol. As you do. Stellate Mall. I do like Stellate weapon. That's like kind of their fancy gear. Dwarves have steel. Elves have Stellate, but it requires some steps that I have not quite figured out just yet. Some of it is like specific diamonds, maybe. I wish folks would bring cloth rather than just leather, but I guess if that's what we gotta work with. Out. Meat we don't. Big fish. We got. Yeah, that's alright. Seed. No, let's take these. Different categories of fruit. Cheese. Author for everyone. It's apparently a real bad book because it's like worth a whole $50. Get off the Stella charts. Crossbow. I want to keep those. Chain. Trade off all this like shield stuff. This stuff can all get traded. It's not particularly useful. What's the word? Yeah, like all this stuff is low enough quality that we don't want to have our people equip it. Also, don't have any use for any small stuff. Have any small-sized people's fortress? Also, so probably all stuff that the crab people dropped when they molted on our territory. Yes. Seeing how many sandals there are, gloves, yeah. They're good on that front. Ding. Oh, full cheesemaker. A centaur drunk is. Huh? Hold on. Still here, centaur drunk. I wasn't aware that they could actually have a job title of drunk. Unfortunate. Well, bummer. Guess I need to keep an eye out for a centaur drunk. Oh no. The centaur drunk showed up and died? What? What? Did they get too drunk? Uh... Okay. I don't know what happened. I'm a little worried about that. But I'm not sure what actually killed them either. Unless they showed up on the edge of the map with somebody else that was of a faction that they didn't like, I guess. That they were at war with. See if I can get some plant cloth sent to. Usually lacking. I don't think we can get them to send us true. Probably. I don't think it's part of our civ, so. Like, what else could they use? Wood? Actually, yeah, it's wood. All the wood. Bread and flails. I will remember to make flails and do that. That is a process we can do. Cold ones. We need to put these cold ones outside somewhere. Rain. Collected. Cold ones. Let the cold ones be free. Hot gem. Yeah, I will probably, like I said, probably not be playing too long today. Well, for now. I will probably be back later. Maybe once I get some stuff cleaned up. Take a bit of a break to probably get another little bit of biking in, and then do some cleaning. Maybe get a beverage while I'm out and about, and then pop back in later to do there are some retro things, or maybe some, I don't know, World of Horror Souls, something. Not 100% sure on what to come. I don't think we have any. Say it. Looking to see, like, oh, hey, what's going on as far as Sunday game goes? No Sunday D&D or anything like that. So. Oh, okay. Got someplace specific you're going? Bayou. Okay. Is it like a Cajun restaurant? Wait, wait, what? Copper Warhammer. Hey. Hold on. Hold on. Just you chumps is using a copper iron. Copper. No. Listen. Do we not have a better weapon for you? No. We don't. For Warhammer. Somebody make this person a better weapon than that. That is trash garbage. Uh, let's make Warhammer. Please make this person a better weapon than trash copper, copper base level copper hammer. This. Well, hopefully you all have a good dinner someday. Oh, sorry. I see. You doing that today because yeah, birthday on actual. Okay. Brain didn't process the actual like. Oh hey, we're doing this today. A second there, cause oh no, what are you doing? Wait, sarcasm is leaving. Jerk. Yeah, I saw the pit sign up. I think you're good there at the moment because I think most of the other signups are the usual suspects, and a bunch of them have been on since I think you were last on in like January. I think most everybody else has been on since like March or so around then. Why is sarcasm leaving? Why is ugh? Does kind of annoy me. Wait. Let me get need a replacement actually. Trying to bring him. Sounds good. I mean, to be real, 9 times out of 10, even because like even this week, so or not this week, sorry, next Sunday, technically Wobbly, somebody picked Wobbly for a partner. Wobbly was just on like last weekend, and before last. Yeah, weekend before last. So it's if nobody else had been on and it was Mifa's first time anyway, then Mifa having somebody who was on recently anyway would be. I would still pick them over, you know, somebody who had been on maybe last month. Like new people tend to get. I tend to take some new people when new people show up and put them with a more experienced team, unless there's some like massive discrepancy in, you know, if they're like a known speedrunner or something like that. Like obviously I'm gonna take up Proton John over, you know, a lot of the people who are signing up, just because it's Proton John. He's not on all that often. But then again, I'm usually not in charge of that. Somebody usually will ping Smite and go like, "Hey, I want to be on this day," and then Smite will just be, like, "Hey, so and so is gonna be on this day." Okay. Um, I got distracted there. Need tells I need you to trash your crappy copper warhammer. It's useless, garbage. Replace it with the iron warhammer. Not garbage. I am, however, bummed that we lost. Lost one of my legendary armor smiths that literally just made a thing, and they decided that they're leaving with the joining the caravan. Uh, they might come back. Typically, just means that they are leaving the fortress and heading back to the like capital. Generally, because they are mad about something. Gotcha. That that might be why people do that as well, because we haven't had a temple or anything for long that we're just like, should have been on this long ago. Why haven't you done this? Just join as a citizen. But yeah, I mean, it's usually pretty easy to work around. Because Okami and Terraman sign up for just about every pit, so there's always
there's always a way to work them in around. I need to make. We've lost a few people. Well, why not replace them with bards? The a couple gold. Have that much gold. Well, let's make a brass pedestal. And no, they need to be grates so that I. Oh, this room. This room is where we're gonna put our treasures at. We're going to off this section here. Make it a meeting area, but all off section up. Steal our stuff. Do it like this. Need a little bit more. That way they can hang out in here and observe our artifacts over there. Ash, so lifers. Copper. All this stuff that needs cleaning, smoothing up, beautifying. They're all better. Oh, no wonder. And all these beds set up for bedrooms. Not actually assigned as bedroom. Leaving soon. Iron short sword should be fine. As long as those are weapons. Check on. Iron shields should be fine. Did our leader leave as well? Seriously? Uh, yeah, let's just. His poet has been say. The worst part though is that most of these folks, yeah, you're already a legendary gym cutter, so the likelihood that she won't gain any more skill from creating an artifact. We're at the highest level, so I mean, I guess it will potentially be a fancy thing. But titty leftover pizza. I mean, I would probably go with the leftover pizza just because I don't like keeping leftover pizza around for too long. So otherwise, it'll get to a certain point that it becomes a lot harder to eat. Like leftover pizza is good and all, but it has a shorter shelf life than a lot of things do once it's already been cooked. I would definitely lean towards the pizza. Citizen, please. We'd also like to be a citizen, sure. Why wouldn't we? Just in first out. Guru. It's like a magic spells on stack system. But yeah, I would definitely. Any sort of leftovers, I almost always take the leftovers first, where I mess around with making more stuff, just because there's only so many more days. It's only days that things stick around and are worth eating. You don't want your leftover pizza to turn into like hard leather in your fridge. Get that weird sort of like pizza that's been oh yeah, that's true. You don't want it sitting there too long. And if you never get that first thing out, it never gets moved and then becomes nasty. Oh, that's fair. I mean, you can always save the attendees for dinner then. The enough cabinets. Oh, okay. How's it going, Kamiguru? ahoy. We're just enjoying a little relaxing morning fortressing. Uh, Thankfully, we haven't had the same weird bug issues that we did last time. For some reason, after the save, after the seasonal save... No, sorry, actually it was like after that, even. We had a weird save issue, and then some sort of... had a brief excursion, an ambush of these dragonkins showed up, and for whatever reason, everybody in the fortress started sliding sideways and bashing into walls. Real weird, real buggy. I kind of called it. I just had to ended up going back to the autosave at the season and checked it out, and sure enough, it was okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's a mod thing or if that is a beta thing, since I'm using the adventure mode beta version branch. I only knew about it from adventure mode. Like I started playing around in adventure mode for a little bit, and then like on my like 4th or 5th generation going out and about, like I ran into that problem where everybody was it seemed like it acted like people were getting blown over, like they were just constantly getting blown in a direction. And like I started the adventure, and then all of a sudden people started just sliding to the side. I'm like, what the hell's going on? It was just unplayable. And it was just something that spontaneously happened here. I was just like, okay, I can't play like this, so thankfully I just rolled back to a save that was a couple days before, and everything was alright. Woodcrafter. Got so many folks hanging out. Tavern. Whole crew. Swordsman. Or people are wanting to become citizens, which I'm fine with, because that means I can add them to the military. Let's get the squads. Axemen. And on invader hostile corpses. Yes, they are. You just like strip your clothing down as soon as you got here? Well, I need to send out the zombie crew. Please go tackle this zombie. Oh, what the? Oh, so I mentioned that bug. And unfortunately for me, I suspect that's just what happened just now. Yeah. Because look at all the random combat that just happened. Yeah, see, look. So yeah. For some reason, whenever people show up on the map like that, sometimes I'm on the... I am playing with, like, some mods. I am on the beta adventure branch When the mod races have an interaction that I don't think so. I don't think I've seen anybody playing other people around. I would have to look that up. I don't. Let me look and see. That is just a known. Workshop. It's such a weird thing because it only happens when people come into the map. And it's not even like all the time either. It just recently started happening on this fortress. All I know is that as soon as somebody comes on the map, we get this, like, everybody and their brother gets into combat, which, you know, they're getting into combat because they are getting flung against things, and so now they're all stunned, and all this blood is all over the place, which I don't know. It is a very weird thing. Let me look and see if I can find. I don't want to suspect the Dragonkin mod of every problem, because I know it does have issues. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it could be the Dragonkin, because I know there's issues with them breathing fire, or because they have breath weapons. And for whatever reason, I don't think the breath weapons are implemented properly or like all the way. Because like frost, the people who are supposed to be breathing frost breath or whatever catch things on fire somehow. So I think they are bugged up in their breath weapon. And this is a undead dragonkin that just showed up. So, I mean, it wouldn't shock me if there was some kind of weird mod involved, some weird mod conflict, interaction conflict going on that's like somehow causing everybody on the map to fly sideways, like they're getting thrown. See if I can find Dragonkin race mod no breath. Somebody's actually modded out the breath weapon. They cause a lot of weird issues. That might... Gotcha. Yeah, I see that there is a no breath weapon mod tweak for this specific race. And like I said, I know I've seen issues with the breath weapon before. So I would have to suspect that maybe the breath weapon at large is a problem, maybe? Fixed a few errors and removed the breath weapons as they caused a lot of weird issues. Which, I would describe this as a weird issue. Yeah, I will probably have to swap that out then. Which means the big problem with this particular issue is that it's not a particularly easy thing for me to just fix with DF hack tools or whatever. Having people randomly flung around and dying, especially since they're already dead now, I guess I could resurrect them, but all these creatures also are getting flung against the side of the map, I suppose. Basilisk. Basilisk on the ground here. Yeah. Might just be easier for me to reload to the beginning of the season. Is there a list of mods? I do have. Let's see if I can. Where did I put? I'm looking for my... I did make a little list of all the... community... I'll find it. It is... somebody specifically asked me about this on YouTube as well, and I had never messed around with like actually grouping together my mom. See. I can see. Bear with me. I save that link. Hey, you know what? I'll do it the goofy way, and I'll just go into the description. YouTube Studio. Find where I've posted. List. Trying to select stuff I'm not selecting. Okay, so this the mob list. It is mostly like civilization lists, so various races or whatever get popped up, as well as what is it, Primal, which is like just more creatures mods. There are a few like mechanics mods as well, like the Dwarven Laboratory. Some of the tweaks for you're getting error clicked in. This item will. Why is it invisible? Uh. Yeah, change visibility. Oh, that's probably. Okay, try it now. Apparently, I needed. Apparently, for whatever reason, it has a default not visibility issue. I mean, now it says his market is hidden. What? It shouldn't be. Oh. What? Okay. I don't know that there's a better way of doing that. So, when I originally created that... Is it working now? Because originally, when I created that room... Or, sorry, when I created that list, it came up and gave me that message like, oh, we have to hide it. It's invisible now because we have to check to make sure that there's nothing bad or wrong on this list. And I was just like, okay, fine. And so that's why I thought it was still hidden. But apparently it was hidden this whole time because it defaults to hidden. But never tells you whether or not like it's checked and okay to make public, which is weird. But yeah, like I said, most of it is just all just adding additional races, some interface stuff, some interface tweaks, mod. Nothing like super there. I think from looking at that issue though with the breath weapon stuff, I would not be shocked if it was the breath weapon on the Dragonkin that's doing it. I wonder if it's some weird bug where everything on the map is getting treated as if it is getting hit with the breath weapon. But yeah, I don't. I I guess my question is there a way to remove the Dragonkin and replace it with the non-breath weapon version? Because I assume that they're baked into the world gen at this point. Therefore, changing that stuff out might be an issue. Although I guess if the no breath weapon mod just replaces... Yeah. I say I wonder, because if that's all the mod does, if all the no breath weapon does is just removes that stuff, then I had to quit without saving. There's a new... No, I don't. I don't really want to save with some random bug. Why not? Completely. Gotcha. In other words, you would basically just be, they would have a breath weapon, but the breath weapon would do nothing because you all the effects that the breath weapon. Put it back to the start of the season. All right. Yeah, I will. I will have to mess with that off stream. Like I said, there is a mod, or there is somebody who has edited the mod and changed that out. So I'm curious if I can just either slide that in, or maybe I can look at what they did and just duplicate that. You know. Get that fixed up. Because that's my first suspicion, is just the breath weapon mod, because I've seen so many other weird errors that get caused by that breath weapon. So it would not shock me if the breath weapon is doing all kinds of other stuff too, because somehow they catch themselves on fire, they get themselves stuck in a space, and it becomes like unreachable, unpassable too. It's a very weird thing, so it would not shock me that something else is wrong with it as well. But I will take a little bit of a break here, mess with that a bit off stream, get a little bit more biking in it, and do some cleaning. Clean up the room a little bit. While I have the energy and focus to do so, I don't want to sit here too long today, but I will be back later to mess around, get these mods fixed up. Maybe I'll continue back in with more of the hopefully not as buggy Day of Horns again. Thanks for popping in and hanging out, folks. Much appreciated. I'm gonna swing over to Fedorasaur. Let Fedorasaur doing some artwork, trying to convince him to make a character for World of Horror so we can get some more custom characters in. But I might be back with some of that tonight as well. I still have some challenges to do in World of Horror, so I'd like to get that done with. But I'm going to take a bit of a break here, and I will be back a couple hours, probably. While I raid on out. I probably would have still gone if this weird bug hadn't shown up and messed with things again. Yeah, it happens. But yeah, thanks for popping in. Thanks for the heads up. Fairly creative. Much appreciated. I'll keep an eye on the weird mod issues. Be back. I'm going to get a breather. Nice outdoor bike. You need to take a break as well. Always get out, stretch your legs, enjoy the warm weather before it gets too hot. Unless it's already too hot, and then wait until afternoon, I guess.
Have a good one, everybody.